Good morning, Doc Eleodora. Good morning, classmates. To continue the report, I am going to talk about climate change adaptation and resilience, building resilience in the face of climate change, presented by Chrisline Kate F. Mansueto. The last topic, economy, focuses on waste reduction and resource efficiency, which are directly relevant to building climate change adaptation and resilience. So today we'll explore how we can build climate resilient rural and urban communities through sustainable approaches. So introduction to climate change, adaptation and resilience. So to understand how we can respond, let's first explore what climate change adaptation and resilience really mean, especially in the face of today's changing climate. So climate change significantly impacts both rural and urban areas, necessitating a sustainable development approach that integrates adaptation strategies, which is to reduce harm, and resilience building measures to ensure recovery. These approach links climate action with long-term planning to create communities capable of withstanding and thriving in the face of climate change impacts. So, here, adaptation means adjusting to climate impacts, and resilience means bouncing back together. So, for the past years until now, we are feeling climate change, stronger typhoons, droughts, and floods. Adaptation and resilience are key. Now, let's talk about why they're so important, especially for a country like the Philippines that faces frequent climate disaster. So, importance of climate change adaptation and resilience. Climate change adaptation and resilience are vital for protecting lives, livelihoods, and economies from climate impacts. They safeguard environmental sustainability, promote social equity, improve public health, and enhance national security, ensuring a more stable and sustainable future. So, in short, investing in a climate change adaptation and resilience is not merely an environmental concern. It's an essential investment in human well being, economic security, and of course, global stability. And failure to adequately address climate change risks will lead to significantly greater cost and suffering in the future. Now that we know why adaptation is necessary, let's take closer look at how urban areas are stepping up to become more climate resilient. So number 1, strategies, urban adaptation strategies. Number 1, green infrastructure. More parks and green spaces reduce flooding, heat, and air pollution. So, implementing green spaces uh, will likely manage storm water and reduce the urban heat, and of course, it improves air quality. And we also have here flood control and smart drainage, better drainage systems, and technology prevent flooding. This is for real time monitoring and management of water flow, which is to mitigate flood risk. And the last one, we have the sustainable transport and planning. More public transit and walkable or bikeable areas reduce car use and improve air quality. So this one, reducing reliance on private vehicles can improve air quality. So these strategies work together to create cities that are not only environmentally friendly but also better prepared for the challenges of a changing climate. Climate. But it's not just our cities that need protection. Rural communities are also vulnerable too. So let's see how the countryside is adopting in a sustainable ways. So we have here rural adaptation strategies. Number one, we have the climate sustainable, climate smart agriculture, using farming methods that are better suited to changing climate like drought resistant crops and efficient farming techniques. So here, even when the weather keeps changing, farmers still need to grow food because we have here the climate smart agriculture. This means choosing crops that won't die if if there's too much sun or not enough rain. It also means using smart ways to plant and take care of the land so farmers can still get a good harvest even when the weather is tricky. Number one, we have here the water conservation. Saving water is crucial in rural areas through rainwater harvesting and irrigation. So we know water doesn't always come when we need it. That's why rural communities collect rainwater in big tanks or barrels when it rains and use it later. And that's what we also use if it rains. If it rains, we collect the rainwater so that we can use it in you use it later. So here they also use drip irrigation, which gives just a little water directly to the roots of plants so none gets wasted. So here, this helps make sure that there's enough water for farming, drinking, and animals. And the next one is reforestation and biodiversity protection. Protecting and restoring forests for soil health, water cycles, and climate regulation. So, forests are like giant umbrellas for the earth. Trees hold the soil in place so it doesn't wash away. And they help bring rain and keep the air clean. When we plant more trees or take care of the forest, we still have, we or we help, I mean, take care of the forest that we still have, we help the land stay healthy. This also gives a home to animals and protects the balance of nature. So here, these are some of the strategies that help rural communities deal with the effects of climate change, such as droughts, floods, and changing weather patterns. So here, supporting both urban and rural strategies are are innovations in technologies like smart tools that help predict, prepare for and respond to climate impacts. So let's talk about technology and innovation. Number one, satellite data and AI for forecasting. Artificial intelligence for forecasting. These tools help scientists and weather agencies predict storms, floods, and droughts more accurately and earlier, giving people more time to prepare. You know, Technology is a game changer in fighting climate change. In the past, people had little to no warning before a storm. Today, thanks to satellite images and artificial intelligence, we can track typhoons and send alerts days in advance. So we can prepare. We can do the things that we need so that we can survive in the said typhoon. And we also have here drones for monitoring land use. Drones can fly over farms, forests, and coastlines to check for damage, measure and land use, and even help in rescue operations after a disaster. So here, the drones can help monitor crops, spot damage, and after disasters, and make it easier to plan where to send help. And we also have here mobile apps for weather alert and farmer support. Apps like Weather PH and AgriWeather give real-time weather updates and farming advice, especially useful for farmers in remote area. And with the use of our smartphones, farmers and families can get weather updates or tips on what crops to plant, all from the palm of their hand. It's like having a weather expert in your pocket when we have this, smartphones. If we only use them you know, in correct way, it is really a great help for us. So, technology helps make our response faster, smarter, and more accurate. And it also helps, of course, community because save money and lives by acting early. And we will proceed to community involvement and education. Of course, no strategy works without the heart of every community. It's the people. It's people. Let's talk about how local participation plays a vital role in resilience. So here we have here climate education in schools and barangays. Teaching children and residents about climate change, its effects, and how to respond helps build awareness and action from a young age. One of the most powerful tools we have is education. When people understand climate change, they are more likely to take action. Of course, that's why teaching about it in schools and holding barangay seminars is really important. And we have also here youth and community lead cleanups and planting. Involving local volunteers in tree planting, coastal cleanups, and waste segregation helps improve the environment and build responsibility. You know, it is also inspiring to see young people lead the way, like through tree planting, cleanup drives, and of course, in awareness campaigns. These small acts can make a big difference in our environment. And we have here capacity building for disaster risk reduction, training communities on how to prepare for and respond to disasters, like learning how to evacuate, give first aid, or organize relief efforts, can save lives. Of course, helping communities prepare through training like disaster drills or first aid workshops. Make sure that when emergencies come, people know what to do and how to help each others. So, as you can see, community involvement creates a shared responsibility. Everyone from students to let's just say senior citizens can be part of the solution. When the people work together and learn together, our barangays become stronger, safer, and more prepared for future climate challenges. So we are going to talk about policy and collaboration. To empower people and scale up solutions, we need strong support from the government. Let's look how national and local leadership drive climate action. Okay, we have here the national and local government coordination. National agencies like DENR, DOST, and NDRRMC must work closely with local governments to create and implement effective climate policies. Coordination ensures that action plans are suited to local need and conditions. So, effective climate action needs strong leadership and teamwork. That's why the national and the local governments must work together to ensure that policies are clear and solutions reach every community. Number two, we have here the integration of climate action in development plans. Climate strategies should be included in city and barangay development plans, such as zoning laws, building regulations, or land use planning, to ensure that all future projects are climate smart. And here, climate planning should not be separate. It must be part of how we build our cities, schools, and farms. Every new project should think about climate impacts because what's important in today's world. And lastly, we have here the public-private partnerships and international aid, collaboration with businesses and international organizations helps fund and support climate initiatives, especially in rebuilding communities after disasters and building long term resilience. Okay, and we do not have to do this alone. Many private companies and international partners are ready to help. Working together allows us to share resources, technology, and knowledge for foster smarter climate adaptations. Policies provide the rules and guidance, but collaboration turns plan into action. Without teamwork from the government, communities, businesses, and global allies, climate goals would be hard to reach. And coordination avoids duplication, fills gaps, and leads to better results. And for the conclusion, with everyone doing their part from individuals to leaders, we can make we can move forward. And let's wrap up with a message of hope and shared responsibility. Climate change affects everyone, so both local and global action is necessary. Solutions must come from individuals, communities, and nations working together. Local actions like planting trees, conserving water, and joining disaster drills contribute to larger efforts. By adopting sustainable practices such as smart farming, eco friendly infrastructure, and disaster preparedness, we build stronger, safer communities that can withstand future challenges. Everyone has a role to play students, farmers, workers, leaders alike. Every small step counts. And together we can create climate resilient rural and urban areas. So, adaptation isn't just about surviving disasters, it's about building communities that can grow and thrive even with climate challenges. You have a role to play, whether it's saving water, joining a tree planting drive, or learning more about climate risk. Together, we can create a rural and urban spaces that are stronger, greener, and safer. Okay, the goal is empowerment, reminding everyone that their choices contribute to a more climate resilient Philippines. And thank you. That is all.